What's happening, everybody? Today I'm going to show you how to change your PlayStation user ID. If you're anything like me, you've had the same ID since maybe 2006. For a long time they didn't offer this feature. It's been available for a while now. I've just been hesitant because I was worried about losing a bunch of information. I'm going to show you what I did, how I backed up my information, my saved data, and tell you about the results and show you how to go through the process. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is navigate to the settings and then scroll down to Application Saved Data Management. Open that. Then you're going to want to click on the Saved Data in System Storage and click on Upload to Online Storage. You could also save this to a USB storage device, but I don't have one that I'm currently going to be using. I'm just going to save it on my online cloud. And this doesn't automatically do this right now for me, because I'm game sharing with my brother and we have different PlayStations activated. But regardless, you want to make sure all this information is uploaded to online storage and that the newest version or the newest game save data that you have is on online storage. So you can start to select them, and then you can just go to select all over on the right. Kind of scroll through, make sure they're all selected, and then go to the upload down at the bottom right. Click on that. It's going to start to upload. Anywhere where it finds a duplicate copy, it's going to ask you if you want to overwrite it. I do, because my newest saves for my save data is local, so I just applied all to all the games that I got that question on as to whether I wanted to replace what was in the cloud. But pair the online save data with the local save data and then just save, or whichever one's usually the most updated. Now, I did notice I had one piece of corrupt data in there, and I wasn't too concerned about this. I was hoping that it wasn't a game that was critical. I wouldn't be able to access the information anyways because it's not saved on my PlayStation correctly. It's probably from not doing a database rebuild often enough, and if you need information on that, I do have a video on that, so be sure to check that out on my channel page on how to rebuild your database. Once I got it all uploaded, I backed out, and I wanted to check that the files were there. So I hit circle again and went to Saved Data on Online Storage, and I clicked on Download a System. So now I'm looking in the cloud to see what I could download to my system. And I just verified that the games that I just uploaded were there and the data matched. So I verified that I uploaded it to online storage, and that was my main concern about doing this whole thing of changing the ID, is that I might lose some of my game saves. Once we get to the PlayStation ID change screen, I'll show you where it says to do this prior, just to make sure that you don't lose any data. Now is when we're going to go into the process of changing our PlayStation online ID. You're going to go back into the settings menu. You can just hit circle to get back there. Go up to account management. Scroll down to account information. And once that loads up, go down to profile. Go to online ID. And here's the information. It's going to tell you some of the warnings that I said. You know, you want to make sure that you back up your data. I scroll through this, read it for your own enjoyment purposes. I accepted this. It talks about progress, trophies. That's why I was kind of hesitant about doing this at first, but I thought I'd take the plunge and let you know my results. Take the risk for you. I just hit continue on here. Now I enter in my new ID that I want it to be. There's not as many names available now as there were in 2006. As you can see, I've been playing as this other user since 2006. Now I decided to go with a new online ID only. You could have your new and old online IDs for about 30 days and then it will self-expire. I just went to my new online ID only for right now. When you have it set to expire, it helps your old friends be able to recognize what your new user ID is or your new online ID is, because in quotes or parentheses, whatever those are, it will say your old ID for 30 days until your friends get used to your new name. But I plan to just communicate that with them anyways. Any close friends I'll just communicate my new ID with. So then you just make one of those choices, confirm, and it's going to sign you out. It signed me out anyways. So then I had to sign back in. You just scroll up and click on sign in. And the sign-in information is going to be the same as it was before because it uses your sign-in ID or email address. So I just used my email address I have always. Same password as always. Once I was signed back in, I backed out of the main menu, clicked on my profile. And as you can see, my name has been changed. My online ID has been changed to SplendorBits, which is what I changed it to. And I'm good to go. So what I've noticed from this, I haven't had any issues. I've played several games. It looks like all my game save data transferred over. I haven't had any issues with games. I haven't had issues with game settings. I've played Rainbow Six. I've played Call of Duty. I haven't played too many games, but I know like Call of Duty has Activision account tied to your PS ID. No issue there. I didn't have an issue with Rainbow Six. That has a Ubisoft account tied to your PSN ID. No issue there. I don't know. Ubisoft, whatever you want to say. No issue there. Everything's good. All the games have been working for me. I haven't had any trophy loss. The trophies are the same as what I had before, which I don't really keep track of too much. But I think they're all the same as before. I'm good to go. I hope this helps you out if you're trying to change your ID. Please consider liking and subscribing. I really appreciate it. And as always, have a great day.